Alright guys, so I'm bringing you some more turkey calls out there. This is a glass call from Fighting Spurs, and check it out. It comes with 2 strikers, and I also have almost a dozen mouth calls I'm going to show you here. So first off, we're going to pop off this plastic like I showed you a second ago. This call hasn't been touched, it's a glass call. It's pretty neat work there. So what we're going to do is we're going to scuff this up real good, and we're going to give it a call or two. Now most of you know, glass call, you do have to scuff it up before you can use it, unlike slate call. So we're going to take some real rough sandpaper, sometimes it takes a lot of sanding to make these calls sound good, and in a short amount of time I'm going to try to scuff it up as best as I can. See if that works. Not too bad. Purrs sound pretty good. Obviously it's going to take a little more sanding to get real fine-tuned. I'll try to sand a little more. Try our other striker here. Almost looks like a cherry. That's real good, real high-pitched. Sounds pretty good. So both of those sound good, which of course, you know, the different wood makes a different sound, so that's and this tip actually kind of flares out a little bit if you can see it. It doesn't come straight out, so a lot of times your tip like this one will come straight out. If I can get it close enough to zoom in, you can see this one's straight up and this one kind of flares out, so a lot of difference in the call it can make. So let's jump on to some mouth calls. Like I said, I got about a dozen of them. This one is the Blood Shedder. I've had the pleasure of using this morning. Had a couple birds gobbling back at it pretty good. I don't know what happened. They decided to go quiet on me, so give a call for you. Kind of raspy, and I like that raspiness. This is by far my favorite of the mouth calls. Again, that is the Blood Shedder. Next we have the Cutthroat Cutter. Doesn't have as much rasp to it, but that's alright. the Cutthroat Cutter. Now we have the Streetwalker. These names are great, I love them. That's the Streetwalker. That one sounds good too. That's probably my next in line after the Bloodshedder. Now we have Raspy Old Girl. So we'll give her a call. Raspy Old Girl. Let's see what else we got here. I got so many calls it's hard to figure out which ones you want to take in the woods. So now we got the Ghost Hen. More of a high pitch. That's the Ghost Hen. Now we have Black Death. It's more of your bat wing. Now this one, the Black Death, I like pretty good as well. Now we've got the Aggressor. Now a lot of these calls are raspy, maybe not as much as, you know, one or two of them, but they still have that rasp to them. Got up next Yelping Anarchy. Yelping Anarchy. Now we have the Reaper. This one's a little more soft. I love it because it's getting all these dogs in the neighborhood to bark. I just wish they were turkeys in my backyard. That'd be even better. That's the Reaper. Now we have the Hatched. And I went through and cut most of these calls. They're always, when I get a call, it's too big for my mouth. So that's why it's kind of easy for me to go through these. I've already kind of played with these a little bit. This is the Hatched. Last call we've got is White Lightning. So give her a call. That's real high pitch. Basically it's 3 reeds, and the inside reed has got a little slit in it. Real high pitch down. So those are, I don't know if that's exactly all the calls, but those are just all the calls that were sent to me. You can kind of see a lot of them are raspy. This last one was really high pitched. There's one or two that are actually high pitched, maybe not as much as this last one, but there's 2 or 3 that sound real good. Like I said, the Bloodshedder is by far my favorite so far. Hopefully it'll put a bird on the ground before the end of the year. As for this glass call, he's also got, you know, slate calls, he's got predator calls, he's got box calls, push pin calls, you name it, he's got it. Alright, so this company was started by a war veteran. So go ahead and go check them out. Give them a like on Facebook. It's Fighting Spurs Turkey Calls. Support an American company and support a war veteran. Purchase one of these calls. Sometimes the key to killing a bird on public property is a custom call, whether it be this call from Fighting Spurs or any custom call out there. You know, a lot of these turkeys, they're getting called to by every call off the Walmart shelf or off Dick's, Gander Mountain, you name it, they're all getting called by those same calls. But sometimes when you have a custom call, they've got that different sound, and that turkey will tear off on that. Just like these mouth calls, you know. These are all great sounding calls. I've got so many of them, I'm probably going to have to put 2 or 3 together and carry them with me, because you never know what the turkey's going to hit on. I know one time, and I'll give this as an example, I had some turkeys gobbling. I called with one call, and they didn't want to gobble back at it. I switched calls to another mouth call, and bam, they just were hot. They would not stop gobbling, came in, and was able to take a bird. So sometimes it's switching your calls while you're hunting. And if you've got 3 or 4 good mouth calls from a good company, that's all it takes. So check out Fighting Spurs Turkey Calls. Give them a like on Facebook and let them know that Rack Fanatics sent you. Thanks, guys.